It's a new day. It's a new country. Welcome to Saigon. Hi, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England, travelling around Southeast Asia, and I arrived in Vietnam yesterday from Cambodia. Now I'm currently in Tao Dan Park, and this is the first time I've left the hostel to go exploring, and it is mid-afternoon, mainly because this morning, bit of a crazy time, I had to move out of the hostel I was originally in. Oh, look at that. And I moved into another hostel because I had a bit of a strange night. But that's by the by. I'm out exploring. Now this part is in the middle of so much traffic. It's just nice to have a bit of peace and quiet. And I spent a couple of hours online trying to find places to go to that would interest me, and obviously show you as well. It's a castle. There's a lot of sprinklers around here. So I am here for today and tomorrow. This little tour that I'm going to be doing is just like not too far away from the hostel, but it's got major sites that you can see. Cactuses. It's Cactus Park. And these are the major sites I'm going to be seeing that all the tourists come to see when they come to Saigon. So what have I discovered about Saigon so far? It's crazy. So much traffic and so many people. As I say, I'm just gonna go. So I'm heading this way, and it's basically 3 parks lined up together with traffic going between each side of it. Now you see these all over the place. I was tempted to do one of them because they're like hop on hop off buses that you get all around the world. But I'm on a budget and they're expensive. So I'm doing it for free to walk around. So crossing the roads over here has been a little bit exciting. Not being run over yet. And then we're coming to the second park. And this one looks like it's got statues galore. But we don't have the time to go to each single one of them. What's Ganki? That's a bit random. Never thought I'd see him in Vietnam. But these are all marble. And they're all over the place. Well, the path system didn't really seem to go straight through, just because I meant to be going that way. It's quite pretty. Well, some of them are quite pretty. I thought all the parks were all linked up, but this one isn't linked up to that one. Got to go around it, but still get a chance to go around. Pretty fountain with the plants. So I've got to go around the outside to get to the next park, and that's where the main sightseeing is going to be doing. This is about 15-minute walk away from the hostel that I'm staying in. I'm hoping to get some street food because I've not actually eaten since 9 o'clock this morning. So I am a little bit peckish. So my budget at the moment has been really affected by Cambodia being that little bit more expensive than I thought it'd be. So I am going to be doing as much free stuff as I can for the next week until I get into a level playing field and I can start doing tours and stuff like that. Actually spending money. According to the map, this is all meant to be green fields, parks around here. No, it's not. This is one of the first stops I'm making, but I can't go in. It's the War Remnants Museum. This is one of the most popular museums in Vietnam. It attracts about 500,000 people a year. And it's the Vietnam War and the first Indochina War as well. How much it costs to get in, but I know it's going to be above my budget. And just look at the price. It's about it's 40,000 dong to get in, which works out about £1.50, £2. That's quite cheap, and I can afford that. So I might come back tomorrow. It's a big old place. Yeah, that is on my list for the next video. As I said, it's late afternoon, mid-afternoon, late afternoon, and I do want to do other stuff. I didn't realise how cheap it was, 40,000 dong tomorrow. And I'll do more about that place in the next video. If you have watched previous videos, you'll know that nothing is planned when I do these. It's all off the cuff, and I make the tour as I go along. But the next place is just around the corner for me. So it looks like you can do a tour of the city in army trucks. Crazy. So we're nearly at the next stop, and I need to cross this road safely. All cars seem to have stopped. Right, we're in the next place, and behind me is the Notre Dame. It's the Notre Dame of Saigon. Now to turn it around, it is going through some major work on it that you can't get in. Lots of pretty little pictures on the outskirts. So this was the foundations for this was first laid in 1877. It was designed in France, and all the materials that was made to build it all came from France. Now I will admit I have been here before. I was here about 10 years ago when I first went backpacking, and at the time this was just a sleepy little street. there was hardly any tourists around, and now, oh my god, it's tourist heaven. It's a shame I can't get in, but I've just been walking all the way around the outside, and yeah, there is proper work going on, which is a shame. So I've come around to the front of what should be the entrance. You've got a little statue there, and the sun's starting to come down, so it's a bit bright. But some of these pictures of what it would have, what should look like, get a bit closer. So 1955, 2005, oh, 1955 again from the back end, 2005 from the back end. Horse and carts. So that's the aerial view of the statue that's behind me. Yeah. Across the road from the Notre Dame is Saigon post office. Now this was built between 1866 and 1891, and it's meant to resemble a European train station for some reason. Now this is still a functional post office now, that you can go in and post stamps if you so wish, but it is another major tourist attraction, so people come here. Oh, there's a statue. You know, like my statues. Somebody coming back for more, but you can go in, and that's what I'm going to do. So it's definitely a functional post office. People selling postcards, which you can buy here. Some little postcards. Now obviously, because we're outside a post office, you've got to have a wedding photograph. Bit random. More statues. Loving it. And now we're going to go to the next place because there's a lot of tourists around. The first bit of street food that I found in the last couple of hours. And it's toasties and hot dogs. I'll keep looking for some Vietnam stuff before I waste away. So I'm now outside this place, which is the Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee head office. Now this was built between 1898 and 1908, and it was originally called the Hotel de Ville. Now I think there's a gate over there, so, and it looks like it's the only gate you can get in. That looks beautiful. Before I do try and get in, this is a very posh area because you have places like Runway, Burberry, Tiffany's. Not the sort of place you find street food. I'm hungry. Between 1954 and 1975, it was renamed the City Hall of Saigon. And then when North and South Vietnam became one, it was given its present name. And I don't think we can get in, which is a shame. I walked round to the front of it again just to see if any doors open. Now it is Friday afternoon, so are they knocked off the weekend? But there's the official title. Oh, there's a gate open. Oh, I don't think we can go in. I've just been told no. So it looks like we're going to go on to the next place. Love seeing inside there, which is a shame. But this is a very posh area. In front of the town hall is Chi Minh Gardens. Taking pride of place in the centre is the man himself, Ho Chi Minh. Oh God, he only died in 1969. And obviously this is the guy the city is named after. That's his standard pose for when he ordered a taxi. And across the road from Ho Chi Minh is the Rex Hotel. Now this was built in 1927 by the French, and during the Vietnam War the rooftop bar at the top was used by military officials, war correspondents, where they got merry during the war. But this is definitely too posh for my liking. So this is quite an important building, statue, that we've even got an army guy into it. He looks bored. Right, I'm still on the hunt for food. Not too sure if I'll find any around here. Oh! How many wedding shoots is around here? Wow. Really nice city. It's a big one as well. I found my first restaurant. Sells ice cream. This is the other end of Dragon. And I'm only showing you this because across the road I have found McDonald's. And I feel so bad that I'm actually going to go inside. But I am hungry and I will do street food. Tomorrow. And this is the last stop. This is Saigon Opera House. And yes, that McDonald's was really nice. Now this was built between 1998 and 1900. It was built for entertaining the military troops, the French military troops. Now it's closed at the moment, so we can't get in. quite magnificent. Now it feels like I've been following all the tour buses because this was one of the stops. Oh look, there's another wedding photograph going on. Don't do it. And all around is very expensive hotels. Louis Vuitton. We've got a Hotel Continental Saigon over there. That is the last of Dave's little tour around Saigon, and the sun is just about to set. So before my phone runs out of battery, I need to get back to the hostel, otherwise I'll be lost. But this area is really nice. As I said before, it's very posh. Yeah, you can see the tour bus is just there. So I've just basically just done a tour bus around the city centre without paying for a ticket. And now the review. So tomorrow I will be going back to the Remnants Museum, the War Remnants. And go have a walk down by the river bank because that's going to be amazing down there. But if you've enjoyed the video, you've got to press that like button. If you want to subscribe and see more of Saigon, more of Vietnam, more of my travels, then press that subscribe button. But until next time, bye bye for now.